Hopefully they'll forgive us some mispronunciations here.
Along with being a little rusty at this craft.
I think everyone's rusty at everything right now, you know, unless it's sitting around watching movies.
Well, no. Binge watching Netflix has become very professional activity. But it's also interesting to see referees who also, I mean, we talk about the athletes haven't competed, but the referees haven't officiated at this level in almost a year. And you can tell the first couple of, you know, touches, they're a little rusty too.
Yeah, well, I think it's to be expected, and I think we have to have a little bit of COVID forgiveness out there.
And flexibility.
And we're sort of feeling our way into a new world. I mean, it's a strange experience to be wearing a mask in everything you do. And
yeah, and keeping socially distanced. That is probably the most unnatural thing, is when you're trying to have a conversation with somebody and you're not supposed to get close enough for them to hear you. Plus you have on a mask, which muffles. But if we want to continue to be safe and...
Right. Got to learn to read people's expressions by looking at their eyes.
It's true.
So, an Egyptian referee here, Basel El Nagar.
He's on the left. He's the assessor.
And we're off to a pretty energetic start here between Roger and Kozlov.
Want to point test it early on.
And there's 2 points on the board for the Russian.
Being very, very aggressive.
Yeah.
Oh. Counter thrust fading away. A fadeaway jumper.
He's moving out of harm's way very effectively. Quick. It's that quickness. It's actually, you know, you would almost expect that quickness more out of some of the Korean fencers than you would out of the Russians in that way. And it's a very fast. He's twitchy.
But the footwork is so different.
It is different, but it's the speed, though, that, you know.
And the one thing that I appreciate about Kozlov is that even when he's not able to get the point on, he's been able to get a off-target light. As long as you can keep a white light on and you have the right-of-way, keeps your opponent from scoring.
Right.
And he's done that very effectively.
Well, there we go. Roger gets on the board with 1 point. Yeah, that one was
it's
close.
My intuition tells me that Roger started the attack, but I don't know if he finished it correctly. That's going to be the question in my mind. Now we've got a U.S. referee. He did.
Oh, you're right.
Got Kelly Kohler from the U.S. on the video.
Ooh. That was a little bit of a sloppy move on the Frenchman's part. He was running at him, and I think he lost control a little bit, and the Russian took advantage of it. You know, because
he definitely took advantage of something.
Yeah, he was off balance a little bit there at the end of that run. Single point for the Russian. I think he wants to see if he had passed him when he did it. So
and he had.
If you can initiate the attack before you pass the person, then they'll give it to you.
What he was trying to say is that he used the unarmed hand to block.
Oh, I see.
Which is illegal.
Gotcha.
Not something you would know about in that day because it doesn't matter.
Oh no, it is something that can matter because sometimes I've seen a move where you can.
Oh, well, that's different.
Brush the blade away.
Yeah. A little different than.
I've known some people who were experts at being able to do that out of the sight of the referee. I can even tell you who it was, but I'm not going to.
Wow.
Another point. Well, he's strong.
Well, Rozier is making parries, but he's not able to get his repost to stick.
Right. The Frenchman's moving.
Remiza attack. That was
But the Russian is sort of, his just energy level seems a little bit higher.
His precision is also incredible. Okay.
He hit the strip. Of course, when you hit the strip in fencing, it's grounded and electrically, so nothing happens.
Except your tempo could be off.
Right, but the scoring system doesn't go off.
No. And it doesn't stop the action, which is really important.
Right. Now, I mean, if you were to hit off the strip where it's electrically, then you'll get a white light.
With
then
this,
that will stop.
With this strip, you'd have to work pretty hard. This is one of the expanded extra runway.
Right.
No touch. Ooh. Quick.
Nice little comeback there for the Frenchman. 4-8. He needs 4 more of those.
Actually, he needs 11.
Well, maybe not. Just hold the line for another 2 minutes.
Doesn't look like that's going to happen.
2 rounds, 6 minutes. No, I don't think so. So far, patience is not a word that I would apply to this match. Given we've already had 14 good touches in a minute and a half.
Now, the pace of this match is quite high.
Although I did see a women's foil match in 2007 in this hall, World Cup final, where I saw 8 touches in 9 seconds left in the event, which went from a 14-8 to 15-14 for the person who was down and won.
And who was that, pray tell?
That was, the one who was ahead was this woman from Israel named Atuello, and the one who came back and won was Caroline Golubitsky from Germany.
Heard of her.
married to Sergei Golubitsky from Russia, the famous fencer.
Mm-hmm. Caroline fenced for Germany at the time, I believe.
But that took place right here in this stadium.
Okay.
That was my first time in Cairo as the FRA photographer.
Mm-hmm. Sure, you got some good shots of that.
I got a good shot of Twillo looking shocked, yes.
I'm curious what they're going to say. What I saw was an attack from the right. But once again, did he make a continuous attack or did he make a mistake? Okay.
7-10, so it's closing in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kozlov had a big lead, which he has been narrowed substantially.
Well, we got to remember, Roger came back against his teammate. He was down in his quarterfinal bout.
Well, let's see if this fast-moving strategy of the Russian is going to pay off, given that we are still in the first round.
Well, the one thing that we know is there's plenty of time.
Yeah, but
left.
that doesn't seem to be resonating with these two.
I prefer this type of fencing.
Well, sure. It's fun and it's active and it's quick and that's because you're a saber fencer too.
It doesn't hurt. For sure. Ooh. Right over the back.
That was almost reminiscent of the flick we were talking about.
Yes.
Like a Baldini style flick.
Mm-hmm. Or the Elvis Gregory flick. Cubans were notorious for that. Oh, such a nice change of direction.
Right.
Wow.
As he was falling off the strip, he did it. He timed that just right because he would have almost had an out of control on that one. Oh, another hit. Well, he's just closed this up pretty handily.
Yeah, this is the Hail Mary, and the way Kozlov is fencing, I don't think there's going to be any chance of that working. I mean, this has been a machine.
Yeah. I mean, we're still 30 seconds out in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
And we're at the end of the match.
Oh,
there it is.
That was impressive.
That was a technician at work.
Yeah.
And that was Zakhar Kozlov advancing to the finals, which will be against
Mr. Choi.
Mr. Choi.
And next
from
up
Korea.
will be the women.
So we have Russia versus Korea in the final. And